People. So, my name is Cass, and I'm sitting here with baby Parker. Say hi. What's your little braid? So, I was just sitting here, as I do every morning, just kind of looking at my baby girl and my husband, and just kind of like, embracing the feeling of gratitude and love, and just taking a moment to kind of zoom in on that and focus on that before I start my morning. And this morning I was really more so thinking about, how I've been dedicating a large part of my year to studying for my licensure exam and to being a mommy and to trying to balance all of that with being a good wife. And so anyway, I say that to say that last week I passed my licensure exam, or the hard one anyway. I have one small one left. And I'm just like, oh my God, I set out this intention to do something, and I did it. And I think that is what I want my message today to be, is really to really zoom in on what you want your intention to be for that day or for that year or for that month. And so once you know the intention, right, once you know what the goal is, to hone in on what it is that you need to do to get there. He's looking outside of the window. What is it that I need to do in order to get there, right? Like, what steps do I have to take in order to feel this way, or in order to accomplish that, or or whatever it is that you are actually desiring. And once you've kind of honed in on that, right, then you will likely start to have other things pop up, right? Like these feelings that are not congruent with what it is that you do desire to have, right? And so in my world, in the psychology world, we call that mindfulness. And get all my gray hairs. And kind of being mindful of where your mind is in that moment, and just kind of ensuring that those thoughts are always congruent with what it is that you so desire. And if they are not, right, that's when you also recognize what it is that you need to do to kind of reinforce, or say to yourself to kind of reinforce. And that's really done by, affirming what it is that you do want, right? So you take those thoughts, I'll call those negative thoughts, and you say, okay, this is what it is instead. This is what I want it to be instead. So like last week, I, was starting to feel doubt. And Parker, you can't pull mommy's shirt down, okay? I was starting to feel doubt, and, like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to pass, right? Like this, I know the test is hard. I know people who have both failed and passed it. And, I'm not a good test taker, right? So all of these thoughts started to surface. I'm not a good test taker. I know the exam is very hard. I know people who have failed this. And I'm not smart enough, right? And so I really had to take those thoughts and say, wait a minute. Wait, Cass, what is it that you believe about yourself, right? What is it that you want to believe about yourself? and start to, affirm what it is that I ultimately know about myself, right? And that is that I can accomplish all things that I put my mind to, right, through God. I believe in God. I'm very spiritual, and, that I can accomplish everything that I put my mind to with God, right? And that He has given us the power to accomplish everything that we so desire, whether that's something positive or not. And that I had to kind of tap into that knowing and, again, reaffirm what it is that I wanted to believe about myself, right? Even if I didn't believe it in that moment. And that was that I was a competent test taker. I am a competent test taker, that I am intelligent, that I can give critical thought to things and answer appropriately, and, that I am powerful, right? And so just kind of reminding myself of these things and refocusing, and even doing that throughout the exam last week, I was able to pass, right? And I didn't have a super high score, but I don't give a damn. I passed, right? Like, that's what I asked for, and that's what I got. And, here I am, just kind of one step closer, one step very, like, this is the end of the, student road for me, I guess, to so to speak, because then I'll be licensed very soon. And, knowing that it took almost 6 years to get here, right? Like, that's very intense. We all know that we have this huge exam at the end of the road, even after all of our clinical experience. And we have to kind of prove that, hey, I've learned some valuable things that we'll be able to apply moving forward. And so her little brain is killing me. And so, having known that, right, it creates all of this anxiety. And so anyway, to know that I'm there, right, and just kind of still like uber soaked about it, and, just so proud of myself, and just kind of basking in that moment, and, waking up this morning and just kind of staring at my daughter and staring at my husband, like, wow, like, I'm here. Like, this is awesome, and there's no secret. I always say that my husband really helped tremendously for me to get through this experience, and very much so supported me throughout, and I'm so grateful for that. So anyway, I say all of that to say to you all, that we really need to set intentions. And so, starting even today, maybe to think about, what are my intentions for today? Today I'm going to be laid back. I'm going to put on some meditation music in a second, my Tibetan sound music, and the sound bowls, and I'm just going to make some breakfast in a minute for the baby and us, and just kind of relax. I have some paperwork to do, but my intention is really to just enjoy the moment today. I don't have anything, too drastic going on, and I'm feeling pretty calm, and so that's what you want to feel. You really want to check in on yourself and say, hey, like, what's going on right now with my mind? Like, how am I feeling today? Am I feeling happy? Am I feeling anxious? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I feeling, sad about something? And really checking into yourself, and then setting your intention based on those feelings. And so that's going to be my day. It's going to be very relaxing, and enjoying this little active munchkin here. And so I just kind of challenge you guys to also do the same. And, if you have any questions about this, or if you have some intentions that you want to, go a little bit more in depth, I have no problem with kind of helping to jumpstart you. So let me know.